5 reasons to not create a launch email sequence for your coaching business. If you've got a coaching offer, whether it's a private one-to-one program or a group program or even a coaching membership like an annual membership or a month-to-month membership, selling that coaching offer of yours can be made so much easier from using a launch email sequence. I've seen so many clients use launch emails to create best fit clients that fill their programs or fill their one-to-one coaching launch after launch with more ease and more confidence each time they sell. They've been able to increase their sales because their emails are finally equipping their best fit clients with what they need to know to decide on their coaching offer. They've been able to fill their coaching program without having to spend hours on sales calls, hoping that the person who shows up on that call is the right fit in the first place. And they've been able to create 6-figure launches without having to rely on bells and whistles and millions of moving pieces. And it's all because they've been able to create and write and use resonant, compelling, human-sounding launch emails. But when launch emails aren't done right, you could be spending hours trying to write them or trying to rework tried and tested templates that still end up with really disappointing results. Now, I'm going to leave a bit of a cliffhanger here because I want you to stay through to the end of this video. But in this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of reasons why you should not yet use launch emails in your coaching business. And the last reason I share with you is going to be the biggest reason why so many people never see meaningful results from launch emails. It's going to be the most important lesson you can learn when it comes to using launch emails in your business. Okay, let's dive into it. The first reason why you should not use launch emails in your coaching business is if you don't know who your best fit client is. There are 4 things you need to know about who your best fit client is. Number 1, who are they? What is their identity? What is their self-concept? Number 2, what is it they're struggling with specifically? Like, what is that problem that they're facing right now that your coaching offer helps them get? Number 3, you need to know what their desires are. And number 4, you need to know what their obstacles are. What is it that's keeping them stuck right now in that problem that's keeping them away from what they want? So if you know those 4 things, their identity, their problem, their desire, and the obstacles. So if you can understand these 4 vital things about who you're writing your emails to, then you can create launch emails that actually make it easy for your best fit client to read and think, hey, this coaching offer is built for me. But if you don't know who your coaching offer is for, don't start creating launch emails just yet. Okay, the second reason why you shouldn't create launch emails to sell your coaching offer is if you're not willing to make decisions about your offer and your launch. Your decisiveness, your willingness to make decisions about these things directly correlates to your best fit client's ability to be decisive about whether or not they want to say yes to your coaching offer. So if you're not willing to decide on things like how long your launch goes for, what changes after that launch date wraps up? Like, can someone still join? Or if they join, does the offer change or does the price change? What is that? Making these kind of decisions are so essential for when it actually comes down to sit and write those launch emails of yours and for those emails to translate into what your best fit client needs to decide. So if you're wondering, okay, tell me more about what these decisions are, I've created a magnetic decisions cheat sheet. You can see it on the screen now and it is linked below. So head there and download your free copy. Okay, reason number 3, if you don't yet have a reasonable amount of belief in the value of your coaching offer, now isn't the time to create a launch email sequence. This work requires you to really tap into that belief, because if you don't believe that your coaching offer has that value for your clients, it's really hard to write. It's really hard to say what you need to say to convey the value, to help someone realize what they need to know to make the best decision for themselves. So if you don't yet have that belief in the value of your coaching offer, get to work on that first. Okay, reason number 4, if you're not actually willing to sell. Launch emails require you to sell. And by that, I mean you need to offer a direct call to action for your best fit client to make their decision and take the next step. So that translates to having language in that email that directs them to click to your sales page. Something like, if this is you, click here to claim your spot now. That's just a super simple example, but that's what I mean about selling. If you contrast this with things like newsletters that maybe provide a valuable idea, but don't actually have a direct invite or call to action to make that decision and to get to where they need to go to sign up and to decide. If you're not willing to do that selling and to move from newsletterville to actual sales emails, then now isn't the time to create launch emails for your coaching business. Reason number 5. Okay, here's the biggie, the one that I teased at the start of this video. The most important lesson and what you need to understand before you even try to create a launch email sequence is you need to be willing to reiterate and learn and improve as you go. If you're not willing to feel that discomfort, if you're not willing to feel judged by what people think when they read your launch emails, if you're not willing to separate your identity from the results your launch emails create, if you're not willing for that kind of emotional discomfort, then you're never going to get started and you're never going to open yourself to the results that are possible using launch emails. It's so easy for our human brains to create meaning from things like no one bought from sending this one email, or no one bought from this launch, or no one is clicking through. But every time you make those facts about your launch or your launch emails mean something about you as a human, rather than neutral data points to get curious about and to learn from. Every time you do that, you hold yourself back from becoming the kind of coach who can write emails that sell your coaching without feeling salesy or at odds with your values. Launch emails really can be that powerful way to support your best fit clients to decide on your coaching offer. This is honestly the biggest challenge though, that willingness to get started and to fail and to kind of suck at it to start with. So to help you with those first steps, I've created a handful of videos to help you get started on writing a launch email sequence for your coaching business. So go ahead, it's on your screen right now. Click on it and dive into the ins and outs on getting started writing launch emails for your brilliant coaching business.